There are many tools to be used for business growth, but one of the must use tool I would say is Google Calendar. Many entrepreneurs know what is Google Calendar and how it works, but only a handful of them use it effectively in the best possible way for the growth of their company, department, employee, and all of that. In this video, let's dive deep into how you can tap into the power of Google Calendar. This is James Vineeth, author, coach, TEDx speaker, and a good friend who wants to see you and your business achieve skyrocketing growth. So far, if you've not subscribed to our channel or podcast, I would highly recommend you to do that because we will be shipping amazing video every single week. Let's dive in. So you can use Google Calendar in your mobile, laptop, computer, tablet, all of that. But I'm right now going to be giving you a demo using my desktop. So as usual, log into your Google account, click on those 9 dots, find out Google Calendar or just calendar over here, okay? Because you're already inside the Google account, right? So click on calendar. Here you go. That's the calendar. Hey, calendar is a simple tool. Why so much hype for this? I'll give you some scenarios, the best case scenarios and use case scenarios, and then you will know the real power of it. If you want to put your business on autopilot mode, if you want to automate a lot of tasks and things like that, this is the go-to tool. And if you're looking for a free tool as well. Okay, so I'm just going to try and create a sample event now. Let's say meet with Jimmy. Okay, and I'm going to call it as an event and let's add a time and let's just say this is 3 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and save. Yeah, so it's simple, right? There are some preset calendars you can use. Like right now I have this holidays in India automated. I can just click on it. All the holidays will pop in over here. You want to add a new calendar? Let's go and add a calendar. I can just go here and say browse calendars of interest. And I can just go here, browse all, and I can go all the way to the bottom and find holidays in UAE, UK and US. Let me just add that and let me just come back to my calendar. As you can see, every calendar has now got its own color. So green is UK holidays, blue is UAE holidays, and this one, the yellow, would be holidays in US. Okay, I can even go and change these colors. I can just make it to grape. Yeah, done, job done. This is cool, right? Yeah, holiday is fine, but what are the other use case scenarios? Let's do this. By default, this is your Gmail ID and there is a calendar. But you can have multiple calendars inside your Gmail ID. What is the use? I have one calendar, one Gmail ID. I can add all the events there. But what is the use of having multiple calendars inside my account? Even if you have multiple calendars inside your account, everything will get combined and it will pop up or show up in your wall or calendar view. But the advantage is that you can have a separate calendar for business meets, separate calendar for accounts department or finance department. You can have a separate calendar for client meetings so that the calendar events does not overlap. Also, let's say you have a personal assistant and you want to ensure some of the events are shared with them, or let's say you want to share client meetings calendar with your sales team. You don't want to share entire calendar data to your sales team, right? You just want to share the details pertaining to client meetings. So you can actually create a calendar called client meetings, and only that calendar you can share it to the Gmail ID of your sales team, and in their calendar all these events will show up. How beautiful is it, right? Let's do this right now. I'm going to create a calendar, create a new calendar, and let's call this calendar as biz meets. Okay, all the client meets, or yeah, sale prospect meets. Okay, so and you can actually choose your timeline here. Okay, whichever timeline that you belong to, you can just choose your timeline. I'm just creating the calendar. The calendar has been created. Let me also create another calendar, and I will just like to call it as client birthday calendar. So we come back and you can see Sales prospects is here. Client birthday calendar is here. I can even just go and change the color as well. Okay, so I'm just trying to create an event now. For tomorrow, let me just try to create an event. It will ask me which calendar. Okay, actually I can click here and choose a calendar. You can see I can choose whether it's the client birthday calendar or my default Gmail ID calendar or the sale prospect meets. I'm going to call it as client birthday calendar. I'll go to client birthday calendar and I'll say Jimmy and Co's birthday, and let's just say the birthday is on June 3, my birthday, and I will set it up and I can just click save. Job done. But the job is actually not done, I'll tell you. Just go to Jimmy and Co, go to the birthday, and I can actually use this option called click on does not repeat, and I can click repeat option. Repeat daily, Friday, weekly on Fridays, or first Friday, or annually, and you can even go to custom option, but already the option that I want is already here, which is annually on June 3. I'm going to click on annually on June 3, and when this should end, this should basically never end. Let me just click on save. It's done. Okay, so if I just go here and go switch to day view, I can see the day events. I have a weekly view, I have a month view, I have a year view, and also I can have a 4 days view, like for 4 days it'll show me. I can also have a schedule view, which is all the events are listed. So what I'll do, I'll just come back to month, and let me just create a meet for tomorrow, and I'll try to keep that meet for my sales team so I can share it in the sale prospect meet, client 1 prospect meet. Okay, and let's say this meeting is from, it's not all day, so I'll have a time probably from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you wanted to change it to 4 p.m. also you can. And the best part is I can even add the guest here. So if I want to add my guest, I'm just going to add my own email ID now. So I'll just think that I'm the guest for this. So you're basically setting up that calendar event and sharing that request to your customer also. So I'm going to save, and the notification has been sent. So you can see 2 p.m. client prospect meet is sent, and this invite will now show up on the client's calendar also. Because only this, I did not share the entire calendar, I've only shared the event. So wait a minute, you can share an event to somebody via Google. You can also share a calendar to somebody via Google. Beautiful, right? So I'm going to add another meet, client 2 meet. See, suddenly when somebody asks, next week can I meet you in this date? Normally our response is, yeah, I think it should be okay. Or let me just get back to you. But now, no more getting back. Just open your calendar, check this out, and you look into your schedule and tell them, you know what, I don't have time slot from 2 to 4. I can give you maybe 10 a.m. is okay. If not, give me some time. I'll check with that client whether the 2 p.m. meet can be moved, and then I'll fit you in. All that can be done. So basically, do business in style, in class. So let's just go to the calendar, sale prospect meet, and we'll add a time. Time will be 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and we save. So let me just go to 4 days view, and as you can see, today I have this meet. This meet is actually added to my personal calendar, which is a default calendar, but these two meets are added to the business meeting calendar. So client meeting 2 p.m. Client 2 meeting is 1 to 2, client 1 meeting is 2 to 4. So I can actually go here and now settings and sharing, right? I can actually share this calendar now. Add people to this calendar and it'll get added. And sometimes, let's say your event looks so tight, the calendar looks so tight, you're not able to think. Just uncheck what is not needed, like my personal, everything I'll remove. I'll just remove the holiday stuff, and I can just click of a button. I can have a clean, neat view of my calendar. Okay, Now, let's say you want to create an accounts. You create a calendar for each division of your company and then share it to them, or ask the head of the department to create a calendar so that he can share it to you. And you will also be an editor for that calendar, so you can also try to add the events. So I'm just going to go and create a calendar now, another calendar, and let's call it as finance team calendar. All the checklist for the finance team. Maybe it could be filing of taxes or bank reconciliation. It could be multiple things. Okay, so I'll say 10th of every month I would want the P&L to be submitted. Okay, P&L report to management. So need not have a time. I can just go here and click on repeat. I'll click on custom repeat so that I'm getting it as monthly repeat. So when I have monthly repeat, every month 10th I want the profit and loss statement. So I still have two options. Can it be on the second Friday, second Saturday like that, or can it just be 10th of every month? So I'm just going to say 10th of every month. 10th of every month ends, never ends. I'm going to save it. I'm going to click here. Super bright, but if you look at it, we've done a small mistake. But how nice Google Calendar works is what I want to tell you. This P&L report got created on the sales prospect meets calendar. So I'm going to move this event from this calendar to that calendar. Let's see if that's possible. Yeah, it's possible. I can just click on finance team calendar, save and save. How beautiful and powerful that is, right? So it actually jumped from this calendar to that calendar. So now I can go ahead and share this calendar to my finance team. When I go to next month, you can see 10th of every month, it's automated. 10th of every month, it's like automated. 10th of every month, this P&L is automated. Just go click on schedule. All the schedule and events of upcoming events will pop up over here. What a smart way to get things done and run business on autopilot mode, isn't it? Dear friends, many people can learn, but only the action takers can expect growth, because action gives you results, right? So I'm looking forward to your comments, but what I want to read in your comments is not about this video is good, nice, great, all that, but I'll be very happy if you can share ideas or action points. Hey, after watching this video, the action point that I took is I created a calendar for this. Like, what kind of calendars did you create? Or what important events did you automate in these calendars? That will give an idea, and it will even inspire more entrepreneurs to take action as well. Like maybe you created a calendar for your HR department so that some of the trainings were automated. Really looking forward to read your comments, and all the very best. Wishing you skyrocketing growth. James Vineeth, I'll see you in the next video.